With Megadeth hitting the road in 2026 for a multi-year tour to celebrate the end of Megadeth, I want to do our favorite thing. And that is, of course, predict the set list. I think this tour is going to bring us some incredible songs we've probably never heard before or haven't heard in a very long time, along with the hits. So I've made a 20-song set list that kind of covers everything. There's some albums I couldn't get to, but it is what it is. There's only so much time in the day. But enough dawdling, let's get right into it. I kind of want to start with something special, something Megadeth probably hasn't opened a show with in a long time or ever. And for this, Dave Mustaine will walk on stage by himself and start Mechanics. Megadeth's had Mechanics back in the setlist fairly frequently, which is really cool to see. But it'd be an awesome way to not just to open the show with it, but open the show with something so thrashy and so deep in Megadeth's history, and a really high energy way to get the show going. After that, go into another song that I don't think Megadeth's played since 2014, and that's Set the World Afire. Arguably one of Megadeth's coolest songs ever. It's like it dates back to like the very beginning of Megadeth again. But with it being the last chance, I think it'd be such a treat to hear this be pulled out. After Set the World Afire, go into some of the hits, some of the concert essentials, and that's Wake Up Dead, Hangar 18, Dread of the Fugitive Mind. Again, all hits, all concert essentials. I think they've opened up the show with Hangar 18 and Wake Up Dead fairly frequently. And for the past few years, we've got Dread of the Fugitive Mind back into the setlist as a frequently played song, which is awesome. After Dread of the Fugitive Mind, play Tipping Point. Tipping Point. Tipping Point. Now, the new self-titled album is yet to come out, so there very well may be better songs or songs I like more off the album. And we know we're getting 2 more singles, but I'm saying Tipping Point right now just due to it is the first single off the album. People seem to be fairly into it. Personally, it's not my favorite Megadeth song, but I understand they're going to play something from the album. And I'm usually a really big supporter of bands playing new material. Always have been. But for this album, since it's the last tour, in theory, I think the new album really shouldn't be the biggest priority on this tour, and they really need to focus on the older material. Only time I've ever actually said those words. But regardless if it's Tipping Point or not, a new song should be played here. After Tipping Point, take a little bit of a step back to a modern Megadeth song that Megadeth's shown they've loved dearly, being Dystopia. I firmly believe Dystopia is one of the best Megadeth albums ever made, and Dystopia is the one song they've been continuously playing off the album, so I won't be shocked in the slightest if it sticks around for this tour. After Dystopia, She-Wolf. Once again, one of the fan favorites, awesome intro, easy to sing along with, and a super cool outro. As many times I've seen Megadeth, I haven't actually heard She-Wolf that many times, so it'd be really cool to hear this be pulled out one last time. Definitely gonna get played. After She-Wolf, sticking with the 90s, play Reckoning Day. Reckoning Day gets pulled out now and then. It's not a concert essential, but it is a treat to see pop up in the setlist. Also, next to To Lamone, it's also the most played Euthanasia song ever, and I think it would just be kind of a cool treat to hear it one more time. After Reckoning Day, Kick the Chair. Kick the chair. Megadeth started playing Kick the Chair fairly recently. It was A, big surprise he popped back up in the setlist and be played for a while on the tour, and B, a absolute treat because it has one of the coolest Megadeth guitar riffs I've ever heard in my entire life. And I think playing something off System Has Failed would be kind of important, show that one song representing not just that mid-2000s era, but also like the Megadeth comeback. And I also just want to hear it live. After Kick the Chair, go back into some of the older concert essentials, being Tornado of Souls going into Sweating Bullets.
Hello me, meet the real me, and my misfits way of life.
Sweating Bullets is one of these songs where it's not particularly my favorite Megadeth song, but hearing it live is always a lot of fun. And Tornado of Souls has kind of turned into a concert essential. I think it's one of the fan favorites at this point, and it unarguably has one of the best Megadeth guitar solos ever written. And it's another one of the songs where I can speculate all I want, but this is definitely gonna get played. After Sweating Bullets, go to a song that almost nobody's heard live, and that is 99 Ways to Die. This is definitely the most wildcard song I'm throwing in, but it'd be a lot of fun live. Again, no one's heard it live in over 30 years at this point. And again, I generally think this is just such a fun song. It'd be a treat to hear it be pulled out. Even if they had that spot in the set list as a slot for just weird songs at the set, I think it'd be really cool. Playing songs like Mary Jane, 502, Looking Down the Cross, Go to Hell, 99 Ways to Die, it'd be that fun weirdo spot to set. After 99 Ways to Die, go into something a bit more serious with Ashes in Your Mouth. I generally believe this is one of the most underappreciated Megadeth songs ever, and if I were to go rank every single Megadeth song, it'd probably be in my top 5. Cool guitar harmonies, cool riffs, that wild drum outro. Like, this is a awesome song that does not get appreciated anywhere nearly enough. And at this point, I don't think it's been played in 13 years. If I'm wrong, I'll post it up here, but it's been a long time since it's actually been played live. After Ashes in Your Mouth, start wrapping up the main set of the show with Symphony of Destruction going into My Last Words. With kind of like the end of the set, I went back and forth on some ideas on the end or dying or something just wrapping up. So the first song I actually looked at was the end off the Risk album, but ultimately I think My Last Words would go down way better. Super cool song. They were pretty good at playing it live, very high energy, and wrapping up the main set on it would be such a cool move. So the band leaves the stage goes dark, who knows what's going to happen, and then they break into the Encore, starting with Trust. I don't think Trust has been an encore in a very long time. I think they may have been doing it back in 2010, 2012, somewhere around there. I think it's A, definitely gonna be played live, and B, I think this just be a really cool spot for it. After Trust, play a song Megadeth's been using in their Instagram shorts and play Victory. This song goes right with 99 Ways to Die, and being that one song that's kind of so far-fetched that probably not going to happen. But honestly, with all the callbacks to previous songs and previous albums, which Megadeth could extend for this tour, I think it would be such a awesome move for this tour. You could even extend it, putting in another verse, kind of focusing on all the albums from Cryptic Writings all the way to Megadeth. That part's streaming, but it'd be great to hear. And last song of the Encore being Peace Sells. Peace sells, but who's buying? Peace sells, but who's buying? Again, it's one of like the crowd favorites and the concert essentials. It needs to be played live, and it's always great to hear it. But again, Megadeth goes off stage, the stage goes dark, and they come back out for Holy Wars. One of the best Megadeth songs ever written. I'll fight anyone on that. Holy Wars needs to be played. If they open with it, I'd also be just as happy. But I think giving it not just its own encore, but Encore 2 as the last thing you're going to hear from Megadeth, I think is the move. Again, it's their best song. It's their best closing song. And if I have to hear one last thing from Megadeth, I'd like it to be that. So that is my semi-prediction, semi-wish list for Megadeth on their 2026 and beyond tour. And as always, I want to know, what do you think? Since this is potentially Megadeth's last tour ever, what songs do you want to hear live? And where are you hoping to see them on the road? Let me know in the comments. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, subscribe, enjoy what you've seen. I tend to post a couple times a week, and I'll see you later.